Uh, just for the incredibly depressing and hopeless record of fakery of the United Fakes of America. Mr. What do we call him? The Orange Man? He's gonna make America healthy again. See, we got a special spray that they can spray and it'll make everything better. Right? Is that how he's gonna make America healthy again? Come on. It's my mercury reflecting off of the windshield. It's not a UFO. Look at this strange phenomenon. Canals used to be, I'm pretty sure, but now not canals. Because we've no need for canals. We have railroads, highways, gasoline, but not. Okay. Yeah, just the usual. Streets are nearly empty the last day or so, because it was like this yesterday too. Maybe not quite that bad. I mean, come on. You know, does it take a rocket scientist to, imagine yourself living somewhere and breathing a toxic, poisonous gas all day, every single day? Now project yourself into the future. I know it's magical, but into the future over a timeline of breathing that poisonous, toxic gas every day, and is there any conclusions that one might be able to, form about the outcome of that situation? Did I say that in too complicated of a way? How long till you die, is what I'm saying. It's not even so much that you're dying at a younger age of unnatural causes. It's that your quality of life is greatly reduced. You cannot do the fun things that someone should be able to do in a life. If you're so sick you can't hardly function and you're on a bunch of prescriptions just to be able to make it through the completely hazed out day, which is every single day that it doesn't rain in the Portland, Vancouver area. I mean, this place is supposedly known for all of its gray skies and rain and drizzle, and all that's gone now. It hardly ever rains here. It rains hard at certain times in the winter, and the 3-month-long misty haze that we used to normally get every winter it's gone. It doesn't happen anymore. Along with it have gone a lot of the moss and lichen, the toads, the slugs, the grasshoppers, the cedars are dying. I mean, I could go down the list of things that I could just look at and see, obviously, that are going wrong as a result of this right there. I'm proud of myself right now that I'm maintaining, because it's been a rough year thus far, and I've made a few videos, but I just can't quite get into some sort of a flow, because I get kind of pissed off about this stuff. It doesn't need to be this way. It wasn't this way, particularly, at least so in your face. Sure, they were putting stuff in the water and in the food supply and not telling nobody, but they weren't spraying it out of airplanes point blank in your face while you watch them do it every single day and just going, these aren't the droids you're looking for. We're gonna make America healthy again. Hooray for freedom. Can't wait till the 4th of July, right? So we can celebrate our freedom. My God, what a joke. What a joke. Is this cool with anybody? Anybody think that, oh, this is no problem, these chemtrails don't do nothing? Hey, old guy, barely able to walk down the street over there. These chemtrails don't do nothing, and they're certainly not the reason that all of my hair turned white. Just because they're white, they're made of white metals that are toxic and stick in your body and it will fill up your body, doesn't mean that they'll turn your body white or coalesce into anything, such as calcium and form calcium formations in your bones and in your skin and in your blood and in your organs that will be diagnosed as, you guessed it, calcification. It's calcium. It just bonds with those metals, and yeah, everything turns white. And guess what? White hair epidemic. People in their 20s, pure white hair and stuff. I mean, and they didn't dye it that way. It just turned white. Gee, I wonder why. Because that wasn't a thing when I was young. My grandpa was like, I remember his, what was it, his 58th birthday or something like that, 56th, 58th, and his hair was thinning a little bit, but not a gray hair in it. Yeah, or his beard. He was a logger. He drank beer, partied. So, you know, this whole thing that, oh, it's perfectly normal signs of aging to become brittle and frail and turn white everywhere. That is some horse shit. That is not perfectly normal signs of aging. That is perfectly normal signs of toxic buildup of metals that are calcifying your entire body, making everything stiff like arthritis, making all the joints swell. In my opinion, there, I had to add that because I wouldn't want to sound like I was saying I knew anything, because clearly nobody can know anything unless they went to Rockefeller College and got a piece of paper saying they know something. Look, I memorized all these things that they said I had to memorize. Now I'm smart and I know things. Hooray! Let's go do some complicated tests and then I'll tell you what's wrong with you. Oh, it's your perfectly normal, yeah, whatever. Insert disorder here. Oh, I was rambling for a long time there. This is down here, Foot Valley Road, Frito-Lay plant there. Never will I eat Frito-Lay products. They're horrid things. Just, yucca. Might as well eat Twinkies and, you know, Little Debbie's too. Eesh. Although I gotta eat Little Debbie's once in a while. You know, I nip with poison or something. Come back out in front of me, garbage truck. There used to be brick buildings down here along the train tracks and places, but they got rid of them a long time ago. Pack Papers down here, where the famous serial killer douche from Vancouver, Camus, worked at. I worked at shortly as a security guard there once in a while. This is where gasoline comes from. The gas ferry comes in every night and refills those tanks. It's amazing. Up there, along the hillside, there used to be a few houses. They completely removed them all, though. They were not stone, but they were some brick ones. Is there anything else? Is there anything even slightly interesting I can think of? There is a golf course down here, but I heard they closed it. It's a par 3 Vancouver Lake golf course. Place to go down. There's a little road that used to go to the right here before they went up the hill, and there's some old stuff down there, but I haven't been down there in so long. I don't even know what's down there. Probably nothing. Probably some people camped. Got the trailer in the back. Just took the third dump load from Tad's. Probably one more good dump load, and then we'll be down to recycling wood stuff. Should be nice. Now I gotta go back and get the nasty fridge I mostly cleaned out yesterday. The rest of the way cleaned out, make sure it's gonna work. Spray for bugs, level the trailer some more, and then go get my stuff from Bob's house. It's in the room upstairs. It's all pretty much packed up. I gotta carry it down and put it in the trailer. In fact, I think I'll go drop the trailer off up there right now, and that way it's already there. While I go do the other stuff out of Tad's. Not that anybody really knows exactly what that means or is following my videos that closely, but that's what's going on, and thank y'all for listening to me ramble if you did. And I'm trying to not be so angsty because I'm a little pissed, you know, about I don't know, what would you call it, massive point-blank treason by the most heinous, evil scumbags that have ever, really tried to govern a country. And they're laughing in our faces while they're handing us our healthcare system that is a complete fraud. It's MK Ultra world. It's trauma-based mind control medicine. That's what they do. They scare you, and then they get you all traumatized, and then they show up like your savior, and then they help you, but they make you really sick. But then they stop making you sick, and you feel better. Oh, these are my friends. They're helping me to try and beat this dreaded disease they told me that I have. And then they make you really sick again. And if you get through that, oh, you got better. And then they make you really sick again, and then you die. In my opinion. Because that's what I've seen. That's our medical. Yay for America. Let's totally trust our medical system and never question our doctors about anything they tell us, because they're geniuses and know it all. Thanks for watching. Sarcasm. It's one of my many gifts to you. Take care. Bye.